Before we start, I want to give you something for free. I put together a free book called Women's Nature that will help you understand women better, how they think, what attracts them, and what can make them lose interest. There's no catch. It's completely free. I put the link below, so if you want it, go get your copy before we start. Why she lost interest in you, and how men become boring in relationships. Let me tell you something that a lot of men don't understand about relationships. A woman can be extremely interested in you in the beginning. She can chase your attention. She can ask you questions all day. She can want to know what you do, what you like, what you think, where you've been, what kind of person you are. And then, a few months later, she suddenly tells you, I don't feel the same anymore. Or, I'm not happy anymore. And the guy is completely confused. He starts asking himself, what happened? She used to love me. I did everything for her. I gave her attention. I made sure she was happy. How did she lose interest? But here's the problem. In many cases, the things you did because you thought they would make her stay are exactly the things that slowly made the relationship boring. And before you misunderstand me, I'm not saying every woman is like this. I'm talking about a pattern that happens in relationships, especially when a man becomes too predictable, too available, too afraid of losing the woman, and stops being himself. Because these things are connected. Why was she interested in you in the first place? How did you become boring? And why did she eventually say she wasn't happy anymore? Let's break it down. First, why was she interested in you in the first place? Think about how a relationship usually starts. Two people meet. They don't know each other. And that's exactly what creates the excitement. She doesn't know everything about you. You don't know everything about her. So both of you are curious. She asks, what do you like? What do you do? What's your favorite thing? Where have you been? What kind of music do you listen to? And you're answering. She's discovering you. You're discovering her. There is something new every day. And most men want a woman who genuinely wants them. So the guy starts thinking, this girl actually loves me. And now, everything changes. Second, the moment you become afraid of losing her. This is where a lot of men make their biggest mistake. At the beginning, you were just being yourself. You weren't trying to impress her every second or thinking about whether she would leave. You weren't analyzing every message and thinking, what should I say so she doesn't lose interest? You were just living your life. But after a few months, you realize, I really love this girl. And suddenly, you're afraid of losing her. That fear changes your behavior. You become needy and obsessed. You start overthinking. You start trying harder. You start doing everything you can to make sure she's happy. You change the way you talk and the way you dress. You start doing things just because she says she likes them. You tell her everything. You reveal every feeling and explain every thought. You become completely predictable. And eventually, she knows you. Not just knows you. She knows almost everything about you. She knows you love her and you're not going anywhere. She knows exactly what you're going to say and how you're going to react. And the mystery that existed in the beginning is gone. Now, remember something. I'm not saying you should lie. I'm not saying you should manipulate a woman and pretend you don't love her. I'm saying there is a difference between being open and completely losing your individuality. Because once your entire life becomes about keeping her, you stop being the man she was originally attracted to. Third, the problem with trying too hard. This is the first thing that can make you boring. Trying too hard. There are men who think, my job is to make her happy. So every time she's with him, he tries to make her laugh. He tries to entertain her and say the perfect thing. He tries to give her the perfect experience and changes his personality depending on what she likes. He becomes whatever he thinks she wants. But here's the problem. She can see it. She can feel when you're naturally being yourself, and she can feel when you're performing for her approval. You should not be living your life thinking, what does she want me to be? Be yourself, the way you naturally talk, joke, laugh, and enjoy. That's what attracted her to you in the first place. And if she genuinely likes you, she should like you, not some character you created to keep her interested. And this is why I don't believe men should completely change themselves. Because a woman says she likes a certain type of guy. Imagine you meet a woman wearing something you genuinely like. She likes the way you dress. She likes your personality and your humor. She likes the way you carry yourself. Then, when she knows you like her, she starts saying, I don't really like this kind of clothes. You should dress differently. I like guys who do this. And immediately you change everything. Why? You were already the man she was attracted to. Don't destroy the very thing that attracted her. You can improve yourself. You can grow and become a better man. But don't turn yourself into somebody else just because you're afraid she'll leave. Fourth, being easy to read. The thing that can make you boring is being completely predictable. Again, this doesn't mean you should play games or hide your feelings or intentionally act cold. It means you don't need to reveal every single thing about yourself immediately. Think about the beginning of a relationship. There are things she doesn't know about you, stories she haven't heard. There are things she discovers naturally over time. That's part of getting to know somebody. But some men rush the entire process. Within a few months, she knows everything. Every story, secret feeling, thought. She knows exactly how much you love her and what you're going to do or how you're going to react. There is nothing left to discover. And when there is nothing left to discover, the relationship can start feeling repetitive. This is why you hear men giving advice like, don't be boring. Don't be completely predictable. Don't overshare everything. Keep some mystery. The point isn't to manipulate her. The point is to have a life outside of the relationship. Have your own interests, goals, friends, experiences, opinions, your own world. You don't need to hide your life from her, but you also don't need to make her your entire life. Fifth, the difference between boredom and love. This is where mature men need to understand the difference. The excitement of the beginning comes from discovery. Long-term love comes from appreciation. At the beginning, you're excited because you don't know the person. Later, you stay because you know the person, and you still choose them. You know their flaws, habits, annoying jokes, and their weaknesses. You know what they've been through, and you still appreciate what they bring into your life. That's a much deeper form of love. So yes, there are women who want marriage. There are women who want children. There are women who want stability and a family. And there are women who value commitment more than constant excitement. So no, not every woman is looking for the chase forever, but every human being can experience boredom. Men can become bored too. Women can become bored too. And that's why two intelligent people don't build a relationship entirely around excitement. They build it around appreciation, respect, attraction, growth, friendship, and choosing each other. Sixth, the real lesson for men. So what should you actually take from all of this? Don't become cold or pretend you don't love her. Don't play stupid games. Don't disappear for 3 days just to make her wonder where you are, or intentionally make her jealous. That's not confidence. That's insecurity disguised as strategy. Instead, be yourself. Don't try so hard to impress her. Don't abandon your goals because you got a girlfriend. Don't change your personality to fit what you think she wants. Don't reveal every part of yourself because you're desperate for validation. And don't become terrified of losing her. Because the moment your biggest goal becomes, how do I make sure she never leaves? You stop asking the more important question. Is this relationship actually good for both of us? That's the mindset shift men need. You shouldn't be trying to convince someone to stay with you every single day. You should be building a life that you're proud of and allowing the right woman to be part of that life. At the end, we go back to the 3 questions we started with. Why was she interested in you in the beginning? Because she was discovering you. Why can a man become boring? Because he stops being himself, becomes predictable, tries too hard, and makes the relationship his entire world. And why can she eventually say, I'm not happy anymore? Because sometimes the relationship has become a routine, with no growth, no excitement, no individuality, and no appreciation.